Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about decoy troops in rival kingdoms. So, someone just used decoy troops pretty effectively on my base last night, and what they are is just sending in one squad of your units ahead of the other ones, and the point of that is to draw fire on that squad, and they either tank the damage or are just sacrificed. Most of the time they're just sacrificed, but the point of this is that your other troops follow a little ways behind, but they're not being hit by any of the splash damage generally, or any of the turrets, because they're all focused on the group that you have that's supposed to be tanking, so the decoy troops, that is. Therefore, your main force still has enough health once they reach the base to tank the other remaining defenses while destroying the base, rather than if you just dropped them all in and deployed them as a whole group and they were all taking splash damage while working up to the base, and then they might have all died. This is really a tactic that works well with a specific strategy of having a group of DPS units, probably archers, that go in the back, and then you have units like the maulers that can go in the front and try to tank that damage, and therefore protect your archers until they can get close enough to the base where they can destroy it. But they'll have saved a lot of health because they were not taking damage while approaching the base, right? Now, this doesn't always work, especially if you're going up against a high level base. Sometimes if your units that you send in can't tank the damage, like the decoy troops can't actually tank it and they just get immediately destroyed, then it's not really such a great tactic, right? And there's also the argument of, well, maybe you want those units for extra DPS, right? Even if they are all taking damage, maybe it's better to have that DPS there for helping to destroy the base, because a lot of the time your tanking units, decoy units, are not still alive by the time your main force does get to the castle, or the stronghold, that is. Soldiers may also be good for tanking, because you know with both soldiers and maulers that they're sort of hand-to-hand or close quarters combat, so they'll run right up to the structures and start drawing all the damage. In fact, maybe soldiers are better because the maulers will always go to a defensive turret or defense, whereas the soldiers will just go to the closest building. So depending on which you'd prefer, that would decide whether or not you should maybe use maulers or soldiers. Anyways, this is just another strategy that you may or may not want to employ. It doesn't always work, but I've seen some people use it with a lot of success. I don't personally use this tactic, but I'll definitely try it out now that I've seen it be put to good use. I guess you could also use a dragon, but I feel like that's too important of a unit to, be put to that particular use. I feel like it's too powerful to just throw away like that. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you found something useful.